One. I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with the new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful September 23rd, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you're on the world. I'm certain to have a great day myself. And we are joined by aliens in real Texas politics. Hello there, people.
Hello.
Morning, folks.
Yeah, so as you can tell, alien's a little bit sick right now, so his voice is a little bit dead, but we can still hear you pretty good. And there's a lot to get to on this Monday morning. There's a lot. I mean, the bombshell out of, what was it, Hamtramck, Michigan? Is that the city?
Yep, Hamtramck.
That's a bombshell. We got a new polling out of big swing states, and it's not looking good for Harris. Now, I want to be clear that theoretically there could be other polls that they're holding on to stop this narrative, but this has been a bad day for in polling. It's been bad. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad has polling been for Harris today? If we're being honest. Like an 8?
Yeah,
it's not been good.
Yeah, if they release some like Trump Plus polls in the Rust Belt, then it's like a 10.
Yeah. These are Sun Belts, so that's why it's not a 10, because, you know, these are Sun Belt polls, but now, before we continue today's stream, like I usually say, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and Tyrone usually says join the channel for just $1 a month, folks. Just $1 a month to join the channel, and if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way to get your questions answered. And already we got a couple. On Point Politics for 5. Hey man, we should definitely do collabs sometime soon before the election. I saw a tweet about possibly a big collab between me, On Point Politics, and Red Eagle. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't be against it, but we'll talk about it. I'll look into it. That might not be a bad idea. Let's see here. K-Cub for 5. Happy Monday. Just know no matter what happens, God is with us, and with him we always have hope. Also, Malik Willis for Revenge Game was amazing. Go Pack Go. Yeah, Malik Willis cooked. Glitch Evie for 2. Writing rap for North Carolina governor. Oh yeah, we're talking about the North Carolina governor's race now. That's getting worse.
The staffing stuff.
Mager Baylor's for 2. We are so back. Also, Hovde sweep. Yeah, you know what? Should we talk about the North Carolina stuff? Because, oh boy. Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse for Robinson, it did. So, Real Texie, can you run down what actually happened with his campaign?
So, basically a bunch of staff resigned.
I think it was basically his entire staff. Outside of, like, 2 that resigned.
Yeah, I guess they just didn't want it on the resume or something.
I mean, listen, he should have dropped out. When that news dropped, he should have dropped out. Like, I know you run the risk of possibly doing worse, but, like, at that point, if your entire campaign just bails on you like that, I mean, what do you even say to that? Like, what does that tell you about the campaign? That his entire campaign quit. And did he hire some schizophrenic as his campaign manager, supposedly?
I think, well, there might have been the one that was a troll, but I'm not sure what the other, I don't know.
But yeah, it's one of those things where I think Robinson should have just dropped out. Listen, I supported Robinson all this time, but when the news dropped, or if you knew about it, like, why did you run? For starters, I thought that I originally supported Robinson under the assumption that all the bad stuff was already out. That was why I supported him. If I would have known that this was out there, I would never have supported him. This is ridiculous. Which, by the way, like, if you're Robinson, like, why cover this up? Why lie about it? Why?
I don't know. I really just, I get its first instinct to deny it, but when it's out there in plain sight,
this is why I think some people are mad. Robinson ran as, like, the Christian guy. What he should have done right off the bat on his campaign is, listen, I made mistakes in the past, but I found God like 10 years ago. That's what he should have done. And when this news dropped, he should have said that. But instead, he denied it. And it turns out it's all real. You know, I don't get what he was trying to do. He should have just said, look, that was before I found God. And I think that if there would have been blowback, but it wouldn't have been as bad. When you just outright deny it, it makes people think, oh, you're full of shit. Why should we trust you as governor? Very sad. Very, very sad. American Nerd for 10. The DOJ has released a letter written by Trump assassin. He wrote, I try my best and give it all the gump that I can muster. He also said that he would offer 150,000. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but yeah, I don't get what the DOJ's doing, but we'll get to that soon. Very sad.
Yeah, I guess again with Robinson, a lot of people will probably be thinking like, oh yeah, if he's gonna lie about this, what else would he lie about?
Exactly.
And I'll also just say this: I fully expect Stein to serve 2 terms.
Yeah, I mean,
He's gonna be a popular governor. I can tell.
and thing is, yet again, the Republicans, they're gonna have they may not have a super majority, but they're a big enough majority where nothing passes. So I mean, so he can't do anything bad.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, they probably won't be able to like override a veto. So
I don't know. I mean, I still have questions about how much this will impact Republicans, because when Robinson's like, when the entire party's like kind of ignoring him at this point, I don't know. Oh, Lord Rhino for 5. I saw a poll with Trump up by 3 North Carolina, but Robinson down by 10. Good to know it isn't affecting Trump. Yeah, the reverse coattails thing's bullshit. I mean, for years, everyone said that doesn't exist. But magically, Democrats are now saying, oh, actually, reverse coattails are real. Like, why? Do people really believe that reverse coattails are real now? I mean, for those that don't know what that is, that's basically saying that Mark Robinson's going to do so bad that it's going to hurt Trump. That's what they're basically saying. Which, has it ever happened at the presidential level? I'm being dead serious. Has it ever happened?
No, I don't think so. I can't think of any instance where that's happened in the presidential level.
I mean,
I think the only evidence that it happened is because Walker did like 2 points worse in Marjorie Taylor Greene's district because a lot more money was spent there, and that's like everything they have, which is a Senate race. It's not even like it's not even a presidential.
Exactly. That's a whole separate race, and like a presidential race is a completely different animal from a governorship. I mean, look at Vermont. How much did Phil Scott win in 2020 by? 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
reverse coattails, am I right?
Yeah, reverse coattails my ass. And Trump did worse in Vermont, which I know that was because there's a bunch of Bernie Sanders voters that voted for Sanders. But either way, it's like, that's like a 70-point gap. Even North Carolina, Bush won it by like, what, 15 points in 2004? And Democrats won it by 13. So what the hell are these people talking about, reverse coattails? Give me a break. Nighthawk for 2. Is Sienna a decent state pollster? No. Marty Party for 5. Polling was so bad for Kamala today that 538's model is back to a toss-up. Yeah, Morris was forced to move it. American Nerd for 5. Rap, with all the crazy stuff involving Robinson and his campaign, do you think we were too hard on Carrie Lake? No. I just think with Robinson, he lied about it. And that's what makes it so bad. But I don't know, we're not looking good in either of those races. Not good at all. But alright, should we get into the actual polling now? Because, oh boy. I'm starting to think that CNN article about them losing Georgia and Arizona is not far from the truth. So for those that don't know, New York Times released a brand new poll. Trump plus 5 in Arizona, Trump plus 4 in Georgia, and Trump plus 2 in North Carolina. I mean, what do you guys think about this? I mean, it's outside of Georgia. North Carolina and Arizona shifted towards Trump post-debate. What do you guys think about this? I mean,
I think it's good news for Trump.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's been leading most of the polls in Arizona and Georgia the past like couple weeks. So this shouldn't come as too much of a surprise.
But it's from New York Times, and everyone was saying, I remember everyone a couple days ago was saying, just wait for the New York Times poll. And now they're saying it's bullshit. I mean, it's unbelievable, but if the New York Times has Trump up by 4 in Georgia, can we just say Georgia's off the map for Harris right now? Same thing in Arizona.
This is also supposedly the first time they've ever had a Trump plus in North Carolina in all of their polling history.
Wait, what?
At least compared to 2016 and 2020.
They never had a Trump lead in North Carolina?
No, not in 2016 or 2020.
I know that, but even 2024?
I'm not sure about 2024. I don't know if they even polled the state in 2024.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah, that's right. They waited till Harris became the nominee, then they polled it. That's right. But, you know, it's like, if Trump is up by this much in Arizona and Georgia, for starters, she's not winning North Carolina. I refuse to accept that he's up by that much in those two states and he loses North Carolina. That's bullshit. Is it? I mean, could she run a couple points ahead in North Carolina? Maybe. But doing like 3 to 4 points better in North Carolina than Georgia in 2024? I don't think so. All right, and Bruce number 2. What happens if Trump wins a popular vote? Big win for him. Stephen Howard for 5. Rap, can you briefly explain the CNN article that indicated Harris is likely finished in Arizona and Georgia? Yeah, for those that don't know, the Harris campaign ran to CNN like 2 weeks ago, and they admitted that they're done in Georgia, they're cooked in Arizona, Pennsylvania looks like a disaster for them, and their Hail Mary was North Carolina. Which makes you really wonder why they sink in Mark Robinson so much. Is that their Hail Mary?
Yeah.
They're banking on Mark Robinson just doing so bad that it carries Harris over the finish line? Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's never happened before. But if they're that desperate for North Carolina, good luck. You're not going to win. Because at that point, if you lose North Carolina and that's your Hail Mary, you're done. You have no pathway to winning because at that point you're losing Pennsylvania. That's what they admitted, by the way. They're down in Pennsylvania. They're down in Georgia and Arizona. At that point, he just wins North Carolina. He's got it. But, you know, I've always wondered, like, why did they pick North Carolina as their Hail Mary? Why? Does anyone have a specific reason for that?
I guess, I don't know, the blacks and the colleges, and I guess they're trying to max out the Raleigh area.
But
like
wouldn't it be
Raleigh,
easier
Durham.
to do that in Georgia?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I guess does North Carolina more college educated than Georgia?
I know they got a couple of universities there, but...
Oh, yeah, I mean, they have, major universities. Mainly Raleigh, Durham. I think that's what they're kind of banking on. I mean, honestly, they're probably banking on Robinson doing so badly that he takes Trump down with him, which isn't going to happen,
possible.
but that's what they're... Well, I guess their whole cope is that reverse coattails don't exist until they do.
Yeah. Man Milk for 2. Does the DNC want to sign and nationalize a race? If I'm them, I do not want to nationalize that race. That would be stupid. But that's what they're doing. I mean, why would you nationalize that race? Because at that point, for starters, I think there are some shy Robinson voters. This is I don't know who brought this up, but someone brought up the idea that...
Actually, yeah, that's probably what their new strategy is basically to tie Trump to Robinson as much as possible.
But that could just backfire because Trump voters are not going to vote against Trump because of Robinson. They're not. You know, like, can anyone name a Robinson vote or a Trump voter that's going to vote for Harris because of Robinson? I can't.
They're probably assuming some independents will probably, or undecided.
If they're breaking for Trump, I highly doubt they care what Robinson does. President Gilbert, giddy up for 2. Harris accepted the CNN debate. Should Trump accept it? No, it's a trap. If they were really up, they wouldn't want the. If they were really up by 10, they would not want a second debate. But guess what? They're not actually winning. That's why they want another debate. Let's see here. Lord Rhino for 2 because Obama won it. But that was back in 2008. That was a blue wave. And that was a completely different cycle. He won Indiana. He won North Carolina. That's not going to happen. So if your Hail Mary is North Carolina, your campaign's already done. All right. There was a study that North Carolina has net migration to the rural since 2020. A lot of conservatives moving to North Carolina. Well, that's another thing that no one talks about. A bunch of people are moving to North Carolina. And they're Republicans, so... Superior Carolina for 2. I'm voting Trump/Stein. Vote for Robinson. Don't vote for Stein. Because, for starters, Stein will be a disaster. Like, I'm not happy with Robinson, but Stein would just, well, he can't do anything, but you don't want that as a governor.
I mean, he's going to win anyways. Let's be real here. I mean, obviously maybe a miracle could happen. That's kind of what we're banking on here.
Well, the miracle at this point is Stein has a big scandal. That's his only hope. Like, he has such a way bigger scandal than Robinson's. Which, what would even be that scandal that do that? I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, what would be so bad that could be worse than what Robinson did?
Cheating on his dying wife.
Maybe.
Wink, wink.
Or, I don't know. There's possibilities, I guess, but I doubt it. A glitch EV for 5. Hot take. Given how CNN's last debate when Trump should do the debate, no. They're gonna put like frickin' Caitlin Collins and who's another one that sucks at CNN. Caitlin Collins and like not Don Lemon. Who's even there at this point? I know Jake Tapper, but he was actually kind of good at the first debate.
Oh, Scarborough was NBC.
Oh, they would invite Scarborough over.
Maybe we get another NBC one with like Joy Reid and.
Oh God, Scarborough.
Yeah.
It would literally be the guy from Smiling Friends. Yeah.
Honestly, that might actually be what Harris is trying to do.
That's what she's trying to do.
She's trying to get Scarborough and
Joy Reid or someone.
Joy Reid as the moderators.
Which I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, think about that. They get Joy Reid, and it would literally be from Smiling Friends where they give Trump 2 seconds to respond, like why he's such a bad person, and then like, oh yeah, Kamala Harris, why is he such a bad person? Polite rude guy for 2. Flip North Carolina red. Trump and Robinson be smart. Again, with Robinson, I don't think he can win. You know, again, he needs such a big scandal against Stein. Like, I'm talking about an earth-shattering scandal that even Democrats say, okay, what the hell?
Which I don't think there's anything that would make him do that.
I don't think there's anything. The only thing that could have got him on was abuse of powers, but that's not enough, I think.
Well, Democrats will also probably see it as justified against someone like Robinson.
Threat to democracy. That's fair.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
On CNN, which would breach their contract. Well, CNN, they don't care. Well, I mean, they've gotten better lately, which I don't know why. It seems like CNN's actually telling the truth half the time now, which I still don't get why they're doing it, but... Oh, Tyrone's here. Hello.
Hello.
Damn.
Say something, Tyrone.
Tyrone, you alive? Oh, he just woke up.
X is coming to Bastrop.
He just woke up. All right, we'll give him a couple seconds to wake up and
Okay.
stuff. Let's see. They're saying Robinson was set up, the font was different. Well, I'm not denying there might have been some fake message. I think there were some fake messages, but I think the majority of it was real. I think we for sure know the what was Ashley Madison, was it?
Yeah, Ashley Madison, which is the one that's the cheating site.
That's the one we know for sure is real.
Honestly, I think the fact that you don't know Robinson's wife had to have known about this, or at least has to know about it now.
Yeah.
She probably knew about it before, which maybe I mean, I guess that probably proves that Robinson is a changed man. The fact that, he and his wife are still together despite all of that.
He should have ran on that. He should have ran on the fact that, hey, I made mistakes like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. I made a bunch of mistakes, but I found God. I'm a changed man. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say, even at the start of the campaign. Because people forgive, like, Americans forgive people easily. They do. They will forgive you if you're honest about it. And I think people would like the fact that he's honest. Like, hey, he made a bunch of mistakes 20 years ago. But the fact that he covered it up, it's like, no, we can't trust you. And that's why people like Trump, by the way. Like, he's honest. He was honest with a lot of stuff. So, Mitchell for 5. Trump pulling better in Arizona now that he did in 2016, according to RCP. Yeah, I think... Has Harris done a single rally in Arizona the past month? Has she? I think it's off the table for her.
Rally? Yeah, I don't know.
I think Arizona's off the table for her. Polite rude guy for 5. Trump will carry Robinson. Trump will carry the entire U.S. Senate and House. I think we get the Senate and House, but I don't think Robinson can win. A glitchy EV for 2. Stein shot a man on Fifth Avenue. Well, okay, I gotta be careful of that, but... American Nerd for 5, from Real Clear Politics, a sheet metal, air, rail, and transportation workers union who is back in Harris has endorsed Josh Hawley for the Senate. Oh, but I'm told that, what's the guy's name? Lucas Kuntz
or something.
Yeah, he's gonna win in a landslide. Yeah, sure. He can't get the unions on his side. Well, to be fair, it's Hawley, but still.
Yeah, Kuntz is gonna win because Hawley's fist.
Yeah. Alex Ledbetter for 2. Robinson, Ashley Madison email could have been fake, it turns out. No, it's not fake. The first of the GOP chairman said it was real. He told people that was real, so.
I'll be back in just a minute.
All right. Yeah, so the Robinson stuff, again, I supported Robinson, and these people like Rufus, I mean, they wanted Robinson to lose. Like, they'll listen to them. But, again, I would have never supported Robinson if this came out in the primary. I would have said, I'm not supporting him. But, yeah. Wait, did the governor of Montana beat up a guy and still won? I mean, yeah, but... Did Rap really just say... No, his last name's Kuntz or whatever. I don't know. Hey, Rap, I think the only kind of scandal that would kill Stein is if he's exposed for being an... Oh, yeah. That's the only thing that could probably hurt him, but... At this point, I don't think so. The GOP chairman could be lying. I highly doubt the North Carolina Republican chair would be lying about that. Why? Oh, yeah, well, some of them want Robinson to lose, but... Fancied a rally for Moreno for the Senate. I agree. Chance of Andristic for 2. Imagine how the left would act if Harris loses. Oh, they would lose their minds. They would lose their minds. Excuse me. Rap, do you think, what? People are saying the website that he has all the emails leaked from AM have a lot of incorrect emails. Well, apparently Robinson admitted it to the Republicans. That was his. It could be fake, I guess. I don't know, but highly doubt it's fake. Highly doubt it's fake. People are read that. Hope to God the Democrat doesn't win the governorship in Montana. Well, that was 10 years ago that he did that, where he beat up the Republican governor beat up a reporter. Hey, Rep, have you seen the study? Oh, I read that. FM 32 is 047 for 5. In terms of Senate, I'm hoping Hovde, Sam Brown, Lake, McCormick, and Slotkin will wins. Slotkin? Nice Slotkin. Moreno and Shahigia got it. Bonus points are Minisi, KO, Hunkow, and Hogan. I think right now, Moreno's going to win. Shahi's probably going to win easily. Well, Shahi's got it, I think. Moreno's probably going to win. Hovde, I think he's in a good situation. Is it enough? I don't know. Sam Brown, I think, is going to lose. Lake is done. McCormick has a chance. I would say McCormick has a really good chance. Lord Croak for 2. I live in Raleigh. Not many Harris supporters here. Interesting. American Nerd for 5. Rap, if Robinson loses the North Carolina governor race, but Dan Bishop wins the attorney general race, could Bishop run against Stein in 2028? Keep Bishop as the attorney general, I would say. Welcome back.
All right, what were you talking about?
So we're just talking about like the 2028 for the governorship in North Carolina. I'm personally saying just keep Bishop as attorney general.
Just run like a sacrificial lamb because Stein's probably going to...
Just let Mark Walker win a primary for once. Just let him win one primary.
I guess depending on how the race goes, Stein, like I said, Stein I expect to be a very popular governor, so...
I know, but just let... Mark, how many times did Mark Walker ran for statewide office and lose for the primary? It was like 6 times or something like that. It seems like he runs every year.
Do we want to sacrifice Bo Hines or something?
Let's just let Mark Walker have it.
Breaking news.
What?
Breaking news. The Israeli armed forces are now targeting Beirut.
Oh boy. Welcome to the stream, Tyrone.
Hi.
Let's see, what's happening in Maine?
No, Beirut is the capital of Lebanon, so Israel is attacking the capital.
Well, okay, we have to be careful with what you say. Be very, well, you're not saying anything bad, but yeah. Yeah, so I think with the war over there, I don't know, that's not going to be good for Harris, I don't think. And speaking of that, should we talk about the bombshell that happened out of Hamtramck, Michigan?
Also, real quick, messaging app Telegram will provide more data to governments, including users' IP addresses and phone numbers in response to, quote, valid legal requests, according to CEO Pavel Durov.
All right, and Bruce for 5. Does Reichert stand a chance in Washington? The Washington Dems are historically weak right now, and Bob Ferguson lost the debates hard. I think it's just too Democrat. Like, Reichert, I think, is going to make within 10, but that's about it. FM for 2. Meant to say Rogers in my super chat. My bad, lol. Oh, thanks to super chat. But yeah, so we talked about Hamtramck, Michigan.
No, just kidding.
Thank you. For those that don't know, I made a video on this 2 days ago and I called it. Amir Galib. Am I saying that correct?
Yes, the mayor, the Democrat mayor, who's a Muslim of the only majority Muslim city in the United States, has endorsed Donald Trump.
Yeah. This is a big freaking deal. This is, in my opinion, this is one of the biggest, this is one of those endorsements that can actually change votes.
Oh, it's only a small town. It doesn't matter.
Does it have a pot, like, is it like right in the middle of Detroit?
It's completely surrounded by Detroit.
Yeah, and listen, if he endorses Trump, and apparently other leaders of the area, they're thinking about backing Trump also. That's what it's.
Oh yeah, you should have seen you should have seen like the comments section.
Yeah, they're all like supporting Trump now.
It's all a bunch of Muslims that support Trump. Like,
well, I mean, like, I just can't believe that he's getting the support of like Muslim voters. Imagine saying that. Anyways, let's see. But yeah, I think what's happening here is these Muslim leadership, they're realizing that they may disagree with Trump on like Israel or something like that, but they realize that with him there was peace in the Middle East.
I think you're also going to see a pretty big age gap with the Muslim voters. The older ones are probably more likely to back Trump. The younger ones will probably go for Jill Stein, or they may just completely boycott the election because everybody's a Zionist or something. I don't know.
Now my question is like, does Trump win the Muslim vote now?
No. I still think Stein probably gets a plurality, but...
Okay, I should say, who wins more of the Muslim vote, Harris or Trump?
Trump.
I mean...
I think it depends... It probably also depends on the age. I would say younger ones... I mean, you might see a split between Harris and Stein. Older ones, maybe between Stein and Trump.
I agree with that.
It depends on which age group of Muslim turns out more.
Yeah, because I believe, the younger ones I think more Stein-friendly, and the older ones probably more Trump-friendly, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, Harris, you get a Harris-Stein split with the younger ones, and then you get a Stein-Trump split with the older ones.
All right, polite rude guy for 2. God bless Israel. We stand with God's people. Thanks for the super chat. He might get a 3rd. Well, if it's a 3rd, that might be enough to beat Harris, because Harris is going to get like 10%. She's going to get like nothing. American Nerd for 2. What city is that Muslim mayor from? Dearborn? No, Hamtramck. It's the only Muslim majority city. Dearborn's 2nd, I think.
Yeah, and then the other one I can think of is Paterson, New Jersey, which, that's not a swing state, but...
Yeah. But, like, again, I'm curious to see what happens. Are we going to see other leaders, like, back Trump now?
Maybe. It would surprise me.
Because
maybe not like a whole bunch of them, but I think you'll get at least a good amount.
Because apparently, if I've read this correctly, he talked to other Arab American leaders in the region, and apparently they gave him the go-ahead. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm very curious how this goes.
So here's the thing with this, right? This does more or less secure Michigan in my mind. But the most important thing is, how does this affect Illinois? Because Chicago has the largest Muslim city of any of the big major American cities, and a lot of them were probably planning on sitting out. I have Muslim friends who live in Chicago or are from the Chicago area. And they've all basically told me that with this endorsement, they are much more open to publicly supporting Trump, or at the very least going to vote for him. So I don't anticipate Illinois flipping red, but I think that Chicago is going to be a lot closer than it usually is now, which is going to do a lot to damage Harris in the popular vote.
Well, I think so. What Chad brought this up, I think he loses Illinois by Bailey margins. I think I agree with that.
Probably so.
American Nerd for 3. I thought Dearborn had the largest Muslim population. No, percentage-wise, it's Hamtramck. Raw vote-wise, I think it's Chicago, right?
I mean, maybe.
Yes.
By
raw vote, it's Chicago.
That's
Chicago has been, even before the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965, Chicago had a sizable Muslim minority that were mostly Arabs coming over from areas like Jordan and Lebanon and Egypt.
I guess maybe Iran as well.
Maybe
Or I
after,
guess most of the Iranians are
maybe after the
probably
revolution, some came over.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
No, Iranians mostly settled in Los Angeles.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
But most of the Iranians coming to America after the revolution were actually Zoroastrians. So,
all right, Zeppelin.
Anyway,
Zeppelin LZ 99 for 5. Rap, did you see that Alaska House poll that has Bigich in their lead? In the lead, 44 to 40. He's running a good campaign too. Yeah, Bigich is a chance. I still think with it being Alaska poll, you gotta be careful with it, but I think it's a much better chance than other candidates did. But yeah, if you don't be here this time, you're done. I mean, she's gonna be a senator in like 5 years. But yeah, I think this is a big deal because, I mean, when was the last time the Muslim vote actually, like, went for Republicans? 2000?
I think so.
Yeah, because, like, before, it was a weird thing before, what happened at 9/11, like, Muslims, I think, were Republican, right? Weren't they? Or they were, I think they were more Republican, or something crazy like that. They weren't majority, but, like, I can't remember exactly top of my head. If someone could find that out, because I'm pretty sure after that they swung heavy Democrat, for obvious reasons. I'm very curious. If anyone can find that, just let me know in chat. Because I swore that Trump came close to the winning the or Bush did. I thought to winning the Muslim vote. I could be wrong, but I thought I've read something about that. Rap, is there any chance Robinson can win? No. There is a 0.0. Well, okay. Like, you need the stars. Even then, if the stars align, you may lose by 2. But that's not enough.
Oh, fuck. Hold up. Breaking, just in. Letter by Trump gunman Ryan released by DOJ.
Be careful, be careful, be careful.
I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, we can't really say it on stream, but why would you release that? Why? I mean, we could. There's one or two reasons I could think of, and neither of them are good. We're not saying it though.
Youngkin also. Have you all talked about what Youngkin said about flipping Virginia?
Yeah, he actually believes it. He believes he can flip Virginia. Can you imagine if Trump actually? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but can you imagine if Trump actually won Virginia?
Trump needs to win Virginia by like what, 3 points in order for home Cal to win off coattails.
Wait, what?
How much does Trump need to win by for home Cal to win by coattails?
I'm gonna say 3.
No,
I'm saying 3. And I just checked this up. Yeah, Bush supposedly won between 70 to 80% of the Muslim vote in 2000. Holy shit! What? How? He won between 70 to 80% of the Muslim vote, supposedly. He cooked. That's all I gotta say. And then he didn't, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rap, any updates on the early voting stats in Virginia? Complete disaster for Democrats. We're getting updates later today, which doesn't sound good for. It got even worse for Democrats, but yeah, you don't want to be losing the early vote like they currently are. Bernie Moreno finally reached over 50%. That's from ActiveVote. Listen, if ActiveVote's finding that, yeah, that's good for Moreno, but it's still ActiveVote. I don't trust them. They suck. So you gotta be careful with ActiveVote. When they say stuff like that, in a week it'll swing 20 points Democrat. So good luck with that. Bush cooked and proceeded to burn the whole damn building. Oh god. American Nerd for 5. Rap, what's more likely in your opinion? Trump winning New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, or Mark Robinson winning North Carolina? Mark Robinson winning. Well, yeah, I would say that. Well, what do you guys think? What's more likely? Mark Robinson just winning or Trump winning New York, New Jersey, and New Mexico at this point?
Unironically, I think Trump flipping New York or New Jersey is more likely at this point.
My God.
Considering how close polling has shown it to be over and over.
I mean, if that actually happens, I would both like laugh hysterically on election night, then like just question like what the fuck just happened. Like,
I think that New Jersey is probably going to be under 10. I don't know if I could say the same for the governor race in North Carolina.
I think it's gonna be within 10. New Jersey, New York, I think is for sure within 15 now. I mean, that's a guarantee at this point. I think it's for sure within 15. I still don't think it's gonna be within 10, but it's possible. Let's see. A random number generator could produce better polls than ActiveVote. Yeah, exactly. So ActiveVote's garbage. If it was Trump winning only one of these 3 states, I'm sure, but all 3, most certainly no. Well, here's the thing. If Trump is like, let's just say Trump by some miracle wins in New York, he's probably winning New Jersey and New Mexico. So, and if he's winning New Mexico, he's probably really close to New Jersey and them. So it's not that craziest. Again, he's not going to win those states, but it would be funny if that happens. I think Trump loses New Jersey by 9. I agree. You know, I think New Jersey by 9. What's New York right now? 12, 13?
I'd say 11.
Okay.
I'd go like exactly 15 in New York.
I think it's below 15.
Possibly like 14, maybe.
Universe 7 scum for 6. Rap random question about what margin does Trump and John Curtis get in Salt Lake County? Context: Trump got 42% in 2021. I think John Curtis wins it probably because that's Utah for you, and Trump gets like 42% or something.
I'm on what?
What?
I'm on what demographic?
For Salt Lake County.
Oh, Salt Lake County. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think Trump stays about the same. Curtis wins it because that's Utah. That's Utah for you. They vote for Republicans like Curtis. Oh my! I just can't believe that. That's the conservative state of Utah. Everyone, gotta love it.
Is there even a Democrat running? Who even is a Democrat running for Senate in Utah?
Oh, no, they don't care. They just vote in the primaries on the Republican side, and they get their candidates. It happens every year.
Oh, it's Caroline Gleich.
Who?
Caroline Gleich. I think that's what she is.
I have never heard of
her. She is a skier and mountaineer, according to Wikipedia. So she's just a random person.
Yeah, she's just like a Democrat they found off the street.
That's what yeah. So like. Okay. Curtis probably wins Salt Lake County.
Yeah, I mean,
Democrats aren't even trying. They just nominated some rando. I think they just kind of they knew they weren't going to win the seat, so they just nominated some random person and had all their voters go crazy on the Republican primary.
Yeah, go vote for Curtis. That's what they did. They voted for Curtis, and we could have had Stiggs, but I don't know. I wish Trump would have gotten more involved in that race, but I think he kind of understood that's Utah. With how they do that, how they do elections there. Yeah, I mean,
Utah might. I think honestly, Utah and Colorado are probably the only states that move left.
Utah, I don't know. Does Harris do better with the Mormon vote? That's what it comes down to.
I mean, a lot of them are just basically the ones that vote Democrat because they hate Trump. They have no principles. They claim they have principles, but they really don't.
We'll get to the Mormon stuff in a second because I found a funny tweet. Stuart Howard for 2. What odds does Trump have to win Virginia? 30% or more? I would say 25-30% right now. Somewhere in that range. Canixo Landris for 5. If Trump wins New York, I throw myself in the Thames River in London. Go Trump. Yeah, I mean, if Trump actually...
Okay, but do it ass naked and record it.
No, stop. A Glitch Evie for 2. We did get some new Freedom Caucus members in Utah. Yeah, but the problem is it's still like majority cucked Republicans. That's all it is. You have like the guy named Spencer Cox, who by the way might lose that race now because the conservatives are not voting for him.
By the way, according to the Pentagon and the Associated Press, the U.S. is sending additional troops to the Middle East.
What the hell are we doing?
But yeah, guys, Trump is the war president.
That's why I'm starting to wonder. I think that's why the Arab leadership. That's why they're voting for Trump now because
they're saying a small number of additional troops.
A small number to them is like 10,000. That's not a small number. It's gonna be so, and then it'll be like, oh yeah, a week later it'll be 10,000 more.
They're gonna be eating. The entire fleet's gonna be eating lobster and steak tonight.
Oh no! If that actually happens. Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's their tradition. They have a steak and lobster.
If that happens, you know you're in a war.
Yeah, I have steak and lobster. It's to raise morale.
Oh boy.
What about like pizza and like all the gay clubs get packed?
Okay. That's an indicator for those that don't know in DC. Anytime that pizza shops have a surge in what's the word for it?
A surge in business, and I
Yeah.
guess also the gay clubs as well.
Yeah, it's like, and you know that something's happening in DC right now. Probably the Pentagon. I don't know who found that out, but that's just like the funniest thing ever. It happens every time. Every time something big happens, those places like go dead or they just have a lot of business out of the blue. Which makes sense for the pizza places because, you know, they gotta order pizza for a long night, but like, really? The clubs?
Yeah.
I can't believe that's real. But yes, that's why I think these voters, they're breaking for Trump now because they realize that with Trump, he's the peace candidate. He's the one that wants the wars to stop. He's the one that wants to bring stability to the Middle East, like we did under him for 4 years.
Which is why Dick Cheney's voting for Democrats.
What?
Which is why Dick Cheney's a Democrat now.
Yeah. I mean, just like, why? I still don't get why they promoted that. Why did they make a big deal about Dick Cheney being endorsed by you? Like,
because he's a Republican and he's voting for Harris because democracy.
Yeah.
He's a hardcore
County,
conservative.
Did you guys see Luzerne County flipped?
Yeah, Luzerne County flipped.
Yeah, Luzerne flipped. Erie might be next. We'll see.
Yeah, Luzerne County flipped. Not a big.
We have more.
Not a surprise, but
we have the party detail for the early vote in Virginia.
We have party detail? How?
Look.
How do you got party detail? Send it.
I just sent it. Oh wait, hold on. I sent it in the wrong chat.
Bruh.
Oh.
Okay, I sent it.
They don't do.
They don't register by party, but you can still sort of gauge their party.
I would not trust L2.
No.
L2 is one of those companies. Put it this way.
Here? Oh, hey,
what's up, Subs?
Put it this way. L2 is one of those companies that New York Times uses. So,
Sure.
American Nerd for 5. I thought the soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen all got to go to bars and get drunk before going to war. No, usually it's like they get a good meal. When you get a good meal in the military, you know you're going to war. When you get a shit meal, you know you're good. You're not going to war. That's the best way to put it. Like, if you're getting a shit meal...
Is the shit meal usually pizza, though?
I think it depends, but like...
Shit meals for Harris.
Oh, God.
Real.
I think we missed a super chat, did we? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay, I thought we missed one. Cherokee Bear for 2. I'm not gonna say the guy's name. They heard Harris. I can't say him on YouTube because that's a big deal. For those that don't know, you can read. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that because the guy is in a lot of trouble.
You can read?
What?
You can read? What?
Bruh. Yeah, thanks for super chat. Pizza's a goat of a meal. Yeah, pizza's the goat. But like, I'm talking about like when you think of a good meal, you're talking about like steaks and lobsters. When you eat that in the military, you know, okay, something's going down. Something's going down. Let's see. But I thought there were no service person in active war zones. Yeah, well, do you guys see that one video from was that Iraq?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, and those guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? We're in the freaking Iraq or whatever.
Oh, yeah, we got air raid sirens going off in Haifa, Israel.
Yeah. Hey, early voting numbers from Virginia look really good.
Listen, I'm starting to believe in Virginia now. I can't believe I'm saying that, but...
I've been saying this. Come on. I've been saying this.
Tyrone, listen, I'm just saying, like, I always thought that it was be closer, but... Youngkin's cooking right now. The Democrats are in deep trouble in Virginia. I can't believe that's happening here.
Oh, by the way, Zelensky visited a ammunition factory in Pennsylvania.
And the guy, Shapiro, signed a freaking bomb. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, Shapiro's there. Bob Casey was flanking him. So it's basically to promote the fact that sending trillions of dollars to Ukraine is actually good for American industry, and going to war against Russia is good for the economy, and yeah.
Man Milk for 2. Compromise. Dreamers stay, but no voting or employment. No. Because the bombs
that America's going to be dropping on Moscow.
Anyways.
By Josh Shapiro.
As soon as Youngkin announced paper ballots, I knew it. Well, that's not really well. I don't know, but I think what's happening in Virginia is two things. One, I just think 2020 is a complete fluke in Virginia. That was a complete fluke.
There is, with 2021, 2022, and 2023 data, there's literally no reason to suggest that Virginia is anything but, at most, a lean D state, and that 2020 was a massive fluke.
Yeah.
Glenn Youngkin is our Stacey Abrams in Virginia.
Youngkin knows what he's doing. And it's like he's going around and saying, yeah, we can actually win Virginia.
He's our Stacey Abrams, except he's actually governor.
Yeah. He's our Stacey Abrams, but he's actually competent at what he does.
And the thing is, like, and they are building a good model because from what I've heard, I can't confirm this for sure, but apparently the people that are voting early, they're low propensity voters.
Yeah, no, Virginia has revolutionized how we get voter turnout as Republicans.
I mean, look what happened in 2021. 2021, I believe, was the highest turnout for a governorship in Virginia ever, or at least in the modern era. And look what happened.
No, period.
What? What, Tyrone?
Turnout, period.
Yeah, I mean, what was it, like 55%?
No, like there's never been that high of turnout for a governor's race in Virginia before.
Yeah, I don't think so. And Republicans won because a lot of those voters, they were low propensity Trump voters. And Youngkin figured out, oh, wait a minute. If you target them, and of course, try to win over some of the suburban voters that shifted to Democrat, but if you turn out these low propensity voters, he was the first one to figure this out. That these voters, they don't vote. But if they actually did vote, they're Trump voters. They're Republicans. And he figured that out. Now the question is, like, if Youngkin somehow is able to flip Virginia for the presidency, does that give Youngkin the go-ahead to run in 2028?
I would say yes, absolutely. Yes. And I think a Youngkin Vance ticket would work.
But Vance being a vice president again?
Well, I mean, it would be a second term. I mean, I don't know. You could do Vance Youngkin, honestly. That probably would be.
Vance Youngkin is the best way to go forward. Make DeSantis his attorney general.
Yeah, something that,
something
like that.
Make Rob his attorney general. Have it so that Rob Youngkin and Vance are in every single photo together. Yeah. This is the real Young Guns.
Yeah, not the shitty ones like Paul Ryan and who is that picture also? Paul Ryan and
Eric
McCarthy and I think some P word.
Eric Condor.
Was it McCarthy in that also?
Yes. Yeah. It's McCarthy, Ryan, and Condor.
Yeah, how did that go?
Wasn't the latter a P word?
No.
Oh, type that out because there's a lot of P words.
He's a prick, but Mike.
Oh.
No, I don't think he was. Mike for 2.
No, he wasn't. No.
Okay, so it was another speaker that was.
No, that's a guy. No, we're not talking about that guy. It's in the early 2000s. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, Cantor's a guy that he got embarrassed in the primary by who is it again? I forgot his name.
It's probably not worth remembering then.
No. He was the guy that beat Cantor.
Oh,
Cantor. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh God, why he lost Spanberger then?
Dave Bratt.
Yeah, Bratt.
He lost to Bratt.
No, Bratt was actually pretty good though.
Bad news for Kamala.
Mike for 2, Youngkin / Donald's Byron. I don't think Donald's gonna be the next Florida governor. I think Gates is done.
Yeah, probably.
After that new scandal, he's done.
Oh yeah, if they found him guilty, which they'll probably
they're gonna go to freaking like Tallahassee or something to give him some shitty trial or something. I don't know.
Honestly, Gates is probably not gonna be in Congress much longer. I hate to say that, but
I think he's unironically the doors are closing.
He's running for governor.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I could just straight up confirm he's going to run.
He's not gonna win though. Donald's got it, I think.
Gates already said he's not running for governor.
Who said that?
Yeah, Obama said he wasn't running for president 2 years before he ran for
Gates
president.
Is full of he's running. He's full of it. American Nerd for 5, random hot take. If Trump wins in November, then Dems take back the governorship in Virginia, as it always happens for some reason. Well, it happens most of the time, bud. If Youngkin cooks correctly, I don't know. We just got to see.
I mean, as of now, I probably would say Spanberger is the slight favorite for governor in 2025. Winsome Sears.
I don't know why she's running. I don't get what she's doing.
She has some pretty big base issues, and I don't know how she's going to be able to overcome that.
Well, I mean, Myers does not like her one bit because he brought up a good point. It's like we're trying to win the presidency. We can flip Virginia this cycle, yet you're worried about running for governor next year. Well, what are you doing?
Yeah, Miares is better than Sears.
Yeah, I think Myers could. I mean, for crying out loud, he beat an incumbent. Like, what's the guy's name he beat?
I forgot, but he was a long-term.
Yeah, he was there forever, and he won. So,
I think Sears will lose to Spanberger, and it won't be like that. It won't be if Trump is president. It's not going to be a blowout, but it's not going to be that close. It's going to be like a 4 to 5
yeah, I agree.
If Harris is president, I think it'll be close either way.
Lord Rhino for 10. I'm still sad that we don't get to see how big a landslide Trump would have had against Biden. New Mexico, New Jersey, possibly New York flipping. Maybe you should do a video on it. Yeah, well, it was getting bad for Biden. I mean, it seemed like every day it was getting worse. But now we actually have a quote by Democrats. They're now saying if Joe Biden was still in the race, he would have won. That's your new cope.
No, Biden would have done terribly with Democratic base voters.
Real text.
Yeah, he would have got crushed.
What? Oh, is it saying that Harris is going to win Hispanics?
No, he said that Allard's going to win Hispanics.
Is that a surprise, though?
Oh. It's not that surprising.
I mean,
maybe
he loses Hispanics. Like, I'll be surprised if, like, Allred loses Hispanics.
Yeah.
You know, Texas Hispanics are not like...
Allred probably wins them narrowly. Trump might actually win Texas Hispanics. I don't know if Allred would vote.
I think Trump's going to win Texas Hispanics.
Let's hear. Wisgolf for 5. I will be how far right of Wisconsin in the 2024 election. I don't really know for sure. I'm guessing for sure 10 points. Like 8 to 10 points. So that means if Trump wins Wisconsin by 1, he's up by 11 in Iowa. Or something like that. 10, 11, 12. Somewhere in that range. Maybe it's a little bit less. Maybe Wisconsin just swings to the right, which there's a possibility that with how bad polling Wisconsin is, even Democrats are now saying, oh yeah, by the way, we don't believe our own polls. You see that?
Staff doesn't let him call young girls on stage at events, but, quote, I'm going to do it anyway.
Wait, who said? Tyrone, stop. You're down. No, get out.
No, he said that.
Who?
Biden. New York Post just tweeted about it.
Oh, God. Let's see. Myers or Sears.
Myers has. You think I'm making this shit up? Throwing it out my fucking asshole?
I don't know. Myers has actually had an impact as Attorney General, beat Mark Herring, who nobody saw losing. Oh, that's right. It was Herring. Yeah, Mark Herring. He beat. He was there for a while, and he somehow lost that. But yeah, Myers has actually done his job. What has Sears done? Did she vote against Youngkin's like Bill or something crazy like that?
What did she do? I think she misgendered somebody and got called brave or something, and then turned against Trump, and now she's a rhino.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken correctly, she there's a bill that Youngkin supported, and she voted against it when there's a tie-breaking vote or something crazy like that. I mean,
Sears in like some like for Congress or something, and I wouldn't care. But no, Myers should be running for governor.
Yeah, I mean
What bill was this?
I think it was like I can't remember exactly, but it's something dumb, and that she voted against it, even though like if it would have passed if she voted yes.
What, did you think it was like racist or something?
Who freaking knows? Sears is such a hackin'. I hope Trump endorses Myers. I really hope he does, because that's just ridiculous. Who supports Sears? Who?
The Electabros.
Well, it's like I'll go on, Tubbs. You're saying something?
I was saying that boomers probably support Sears because she kind of appeals to them for some reason.
She's a black woman that carries a gun. That's basically.
So, hold up. So the Trump campaign just released a bunch of stuff. They're holding a rally in Pennsylvania today. They're holding a rally tomorrow in Savannah. They're delivering remarks in North Carolina on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday he's going to 2 separate Michigan towns.
I'm curious about this. Like, there was a graph posted by AP a couple days ago, or Axios, where the amount of Trump rallies has gone down a lot this year. You know, I wonder, is that...
I mean, part of that's probably age, and I think there's also
the assassination stuff. I think that's
yeah.
But I've always wondered, like, Trump is still, like, people make it sound like he's doing nothing. He's doing a bunch of events. He's doing a bunch of interviews with popular podcasters. He's doing a bunch of, local events. He's doing stuff. He's just not doing as many rallies. And I wonder, is that a good idea to do more, like, smaller scaled events, maybe? Like, what is that a good idea or a bad idea, what he's doing?
It's possible maybe some of his base is kind of scared to go to a rally now because of what happened.
But I think personally, like, the rallies, people still show up. Don't let Democrats feel... There's like 50,000 people that show up to a rally. Like, it was in, New York? 50,000 people outside. It's like, people show up. And I think if he does these rallies smart like he's doing right now, as long as he does actual events like he's doing, I think it's a good idea, personally.
Some people left his North Carolina rally early. That means that Brad is going to win North Carolina.
Wasn't that, like, right at the end of the speech that happened?
Yeah.
It happens every time. Yeah. It's always right at the end. Then people leave. It's not like with Harris where they're there for the performance by some shitty singer and then they leave,
Yeah, exactly. By the way, the RGA, Republican Governors Association, has dropped all support for Robinson.
He's done.
I think NC Gov is safe Democrat. We should just call it now.
He should have dropped out. He should have just dropped out.
Oh wait, they like completely dropped their funding.
Yeah, it's a safety race. Even if Robinson only loses by like 7.5 or 8, he has no chance of winning.
Why did he not drop out? I don't get that. Why?
I don't know. It's a stupid idea, and now I don't know. I don't believe in reverse coattails, but he's gonna like drag down like Republicans like in state.
If Bishop loses because of him, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, he could drag down Bishop. Maybe not Trump, but he could absolutely, it probably will drag down Bishop at this point.
I could see maybe a very slight drag on Trump, but not enough for him to lose.
I think personally, like, that's
kind of like worst case. That's kind of like worst case scenario.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's North Carolina has a history of ticket splitting, so that's why I'm saying I don't think it's as much impact as some people think. But Universe 7 scum for 6. Rap, you get to pick 2026 Wisconsin gubernatorial nominee. Do you choose Tom Tiffany or Eric Hovey? Loses by 2 in this scenario. I think Tiffany's running for governor. It's be him.
Sorry to God, we got the TikTok guy as a fucking attorney general.
What?
I honestly thought he was basically finished after what happened after the whole TikTok.
Bishop's running a good campaign. No one's talking about it. The problem is Robinson's just sinking everyone now. Thomas Baker for 5. The Justice Department released Ralph's bounty letter almost immediately, but Stephen Crowder, I can't read the rest of that. Had to leak the you know what manifesto. Yeah, it's disgraceful. Have to be careful with that.
It doesn't exist. The M word doesn't exist, guys. It doesn't exist. It's all fake.
Yeah. Cameron Full God for 5. I think Trump is still favored to win, but it's still sad that Democrats backstabbed. They got rid of their nominee and are getting rewarded for it. I don't think here's a take. I don't think they're gonna get rewarded for it. I think it's gonna backfire on them somehow. I just got a gut feeling about this.
Source? I fucking made it up.
My source, I made it the fuck up.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
It came to me.
Play that game. I still gotta play that game.
It's really good. Metal Gear.
Yeah, I played the original ones. But
my sources, it came to me in a dream.
Basically, yeah. Cameron Full God for
Armstrong is like completely unironically right about everything, by the way.
Sorry, YouTube, it's all fake. We're kidding. All
right,
it's fake news. It's not real.
Yeah, I gotta play Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Which one is that?
Rising Revengeance.
Yeah, I gotta play that. I played.
It's the one made without Kojima's input.
They cooked with that game. Like,
surprisingly, it's a good fucking game because Kojima's.
Did Armstrong say we're gonna make America great again or something?
Yeah,
like
they'll make America great again.
Yeah, and that was like before Trump ran for president.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was like 2013 or something. And
that was 2013.
We're gonna make America great again.
Yeah, because Reagan had that slogan in the 80s, and I think Bill Clinton did in the 90s as well.
Yeah, and the guy's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
What the hell are you on about?" How the hell did you get elected? I don't exactly write my own speeches.
Oh, man. K-Cup for 2. How is Carter still alive? Nano Machine's son. Yeah, I would not be shocked.
How is he? Yeah. His 100th birthday is in 8 days.
Is he gonna make it?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
It's in 7 days.
Let's see.
It's on October 1st, so it's
there's a chance. There's a chance.
I don't know. I have like the strangest feeling he's gonna die literally the day before.
Just get to 100. I hope he gets to 100.
Yeah, I hope he gets to 100. Yeah.
Has any president lived to 100 or no?
No.
It always
not
sucks
in America,
when
at
you
least.
die one day before your birthday. Yeah.
Right.
I think the only other politician that's made it to 100 that I can remember is Strom Thurmond.
Yeah, well, did we get to 106 and he was still in the Senate or something like that?
He lived to 100, retired, and then died right after.
Superior Carolina for 2. I can't stand Robinson. Bishop's going to lose 100%. I don't think Bishop's going to for sure lose, but I mean, the only hope for again, you need a big scandal against Stein at this point. There's got to be something, right? Right?
No, probably not.
It's over, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's over. Will we lose by more than Mastriano?
I won't go that far yet. But hold on, we got breaking news out of Pennsylvania, everyone. New early voting data, and oh boy, it gets even worse for Democrats. Holy shit. Let me get this on stream. Well, early voting's not looking too good for Democrats right now. Holy smokes. Wow. So right now, early voting okay. So on the first day of absentee requests, it was 25.5% Republican, 64.3% Democrat, excuse me. Now it's only 63% Democrat and 26.2% Republican. It's getting more Republican each day.
And by the way, only 5 counties where ballots are available. That's Berks, Montgomery, Philadelphia. I probably said that fourth one wrong. I apologize, YouTube.
Look, the Republicans are...
If I've mispronounced it in a way that'll get it demonetized, I don't know.
Lord Rhino for 5. Dem should have nominated Carter for president. He could still have a second term. That's still the funniest fact ever, that he could technically run for second term, but... Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think he can actually talk anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know how he's alive. Like, honestly, I don't know how he's alive still, but...
I don't think he's given an interview in a couple of years, at least.
How long has he been hospice care for?
Year and a half.
All right.
Like 20 at this point.
But yeah, so Republicans, I mean, so how can
what?
Let's
see.
My question is, how
I gotta go. I might be back.
Okay, adios. But yeah, so with Pennsylvania, it's getting worse for Democrats in early voting right now. It's getting worse. Where's this enthusiasm surge? I'm serious when I ask that. Where is it? Where's this enthusiasm surge?
I will say this: early voting in 2022 at this time was fucking disastrous for Republicans.
Yeah,
it was bad. I was personally kind of wish casting a bit, but I remember smart friends of mine saying that, hey, this doesn't look very good for Oz, because Mastriano losing was the foregone conclusion. But I don't really see that this time for Democrats. It's great turnout in the early vote for them, and if they're so good, yeah. What are your thoughts on the theory that more Democrats are going to vote on election day like they did before 2020?
That's a bunch of bullshit. That's their Hail Mary. If Democrats start saying just wait for election day, you're done. When they start saying that, you're cooked. Again, more going to vote on election day, but you cannot just say, yeah, these people have been voting early for 5 straight years now, but they're going to vote on election day, all of them. Bullshit. And apparently people looked at who these voters were. They're low propensity voters. So, I mean, yeah. Superior Carolina for 2. Bishop's District, by the way, Trump signs everywhere. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Let's see. What's the percent for Trump in Pennsylvania, in your opinion? I think he's a favorite by a couple points right now. Because these numbers are looking bad for Dems. This is real bad for them. It's getting worse somehow. How does it get worse? You know, it's like, how are these requests getting more Republican? Was it the opposite back in 2020 and 2022? Were they getting more Democrat?
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have been more Republican. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was the opposite. Let's see here. The Dems' whole strategy is predicated on banking in early votes. Even if more of them vote on election day, their strategy is already cooked. Exactly. Their entire strategy is banking on the fact that if we vote early, we'll have enough votes banked to win. That's their entire strategy. But now, they don't. They don't got that now. All right, Tech GZ, the G0490 for 5. Most North Carolinians aren't going to hear about or care about this bombshell, and he still has a shot. But even if he loses, it'll likely be under 3 to 4. No, he's done. It's already the local
campaign is supposed to announce new unnamed staffing roles soon.
I heard it's going to be a disaster who they're hiring. That's what I heard. It could be wrong, but... American Nerd for 5. Rap, what's your opinion on Jimmy Carter? Like, do you think he's a good person despite being a really crappy president? Kind of. You know, he's not a good president, but I don't think he was a bad person.
Yeah, he's a good person. He's just he wasn't a good president, but
yeah, he was incompetent.
I mean, I will say this: he's better than Obama or Biden by
That's
far.
not saying much, though.
Yeah, but he's still
at least he was a decent person. You know.
Yeah.
It just I don't think he was fit for president. I don't think he was.
Yeah, I don't think he was either, but I think he had good intentions, but bad outcomes.
I mean, did he have one success, foreign policy-wise?
No, not foreign policy-wise. I don't know. I think him telling, like, the Fed to, do its own thing was probably his best achievement. Because it kind of, and Reagan did the same thing. So both him and Reagan were very good on that. But apart from that, I don't see any big successes for Carter.
Let's see. Mike for 2. Jimmy Carter 39 and 47. Let's go. Bailey Spangler for 5. How much did Monsanto drag down other Republicans at PA? I hope Robinson doesn't drag down other Republicans. It was by a couple points, but it wasn't by 15. You know, it was by like a couple points. What killed Oz was the fact that early voting happened before the debates. That's what killed him. If it wasn't for that, I think he would have won, but... oh yeah, he had the Camp David Accords, that's right. Yeah, I remember that, yep. Let's see. Rap, I'll never vote for anyone, another Roy Moore, George Santos, and Mark Robinson. Well, okay. The thing with, like, again, with Mark Robinson, I would have never supported him if this stuff came out in the primary, which it should have. Apparently, they've had this for a year. These are Republican operatives that had this, and they waited a whole year. What does that tell you, by the way, about these people? Seriously, why wait to release this stuff? Why? What do you gain from that? Except hurting your own party.
Yeah, they should have released this shit like a year and a half ago.
They had it. The Republican operatives had it for a year. I don't think it was a year and a half. It was for sure a year. And they just sat on it.
What was Tillis doing just sitting on that oppo? Like, Tillis should have nuked him before the primary. Or whoever, leaks the data.
Here's the reality of it. They wanted to spite Trump. That's what it came down to. They wanted to spite Trump, and people like Rufus want to be like, see, I told you so. That's what it comes down to. They wanted him to lose. So they would much rather have a Democrat than a Republican. Just unbelievable. It's like, really? Because if you released this back then, for starters, it would hurt Robinson then, but maybe by election day it wouldn't hurt him as much, which is probably the reason they did that. But even then, if that hurt him in the primary, Trump may have not endorsed him. He might have stayed out of the race. He might have supported Mark Walker, for example, or Bill Graham or whoever. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, not good. Do you want to sign a law establishing a 60-day limit for damaging stories? No, that's against freedom of speech. Now, some of these operatives should not wait on this for a year. That's ridiculous, but that's what they do. They would rather have a Republican lose than win, because it's the wrong type of Republican. Just sickening. And these same people, by the way, they're the same people that say, we care about winning. No, you don't. You care about winning with your shit candidates. That they're not even conservatives. They're just a bunch of hacks. They should have at least had released a few. They should have at least released it a few weeks ago when we could still have replaced them. Well, yeah. I swear these rhinos have a losing fetish. They hate winning. Oh yeah, they hate winning. Anytime they have a golden opportunity to win, they just say, no, we're gonna lose. We must lose. Losers. But yeah, RGA is gonna back out of the North Carolina race. Yikes. Ben Cynics for 2. Do you think Rogers will win Michigan? I think it'd be close, but no. I think he loses. Let's see. Man, everyone hates Rhino Republicans. I need to realize we'll never win again without Trump. They don't understand that. They think it's the year 2004 when Bush was able to win with that coalition. Listen, I'm making a whole article for I'm writing an article out for America First Insight talking about that, by the way.
Yes, holy shit.
What?
Yeah, what's up? I'm back. I just saw a car parked with a U.S. government plate, so I'm wondering if someone's here.
Where? Wait, what?
On my college campus.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe
like your driveway, or I was like, okay.
No, it's just campus. I don't know. Maybe it's Beto again. I don't know.
Lord Rhino for 2. How's the North Carolina governor race looking? Or New Hampshire governor race? I think we're gonna win the New Hampshire governor race. Not by a lot.
New Hampshire's like the only state that's actually competitive now.
Yeah.
For governor, I mean.
I think Ayat's gonna win.
Probably so. By the way, did y'all see the Kemp thing that I sent?
The what?
The Kemp stuff.
Yeah, Kemp's not. I don't know what Kemp's doing, but
well,
maybe it was
I
pre-scheduled. I'll give him that. It was scheduled or something, and he didn't know. But yeah, just yikes.
I guess.
What?
Probably still doesn't want him at his rallies because there's still that bad blood between the two, and the base doesn't like him.
Yeah, I guess.
There's bad blood between two?
There's bad blood between Kemp and Trump. They've gotten better, but they still don't like each other.
Yeah,
I think it's Kemp's wife. Kemp's wife needs to learn to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what it comes down. And I'm not trying to be like that, but you're not wrong. She literally just says the dumbest stuff. I don't know what you're trying to do. Literally, anytime like it seems like Kemp and Trump are starting to like each other again, she just barges in and says something really dumb, like, "Oh, I can't support that."
I just want Kemp to run for Senate.
Yeah, I think he's gonna run for Senate and win.
I think the only way Kemp loses against Ossoff is if he runs a terrible fucking campaign.
And he's not. And well, let's be real. He has a machine.
In 2026, so yeah, no, he has a machine. Even if Trump somehow has a very bad second term and people hate him even more than the first, his machine should be enough to help him win regardless of it.
I have a hot take with Trump's second term. Hear me out. I think Trump's popularity is going to keep going up during his second term. That's my hot take.
Yeah, I agree if he wins.
I think people are going to realize that they were wrong about the guy. They don't like him necessarily, but they realize his policies actually work. So...
I'll say this again. I know I've said this a lot about Kemp. I'll say this again. If Trump loses Georgia again, even if he wins the election,
then that's a problem. If Georgia goes to Biden, Kemp's done.
Yeah, I agree. It would be very crazy if Georgia went to Biden this year.
Or you mean Harris?
Real. Yeah, Harris.
Oh, it's going to Biden.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, do you guys see that apparently Montana kicked off Harris off the ballot?
Really? That's hilarious.
So apparently, there's a mistake, or supposedly a quote-unquote mistake by the Secretary of State, and apparently she's off the ballot or something.
That's gonna get sued into oblivion. She'll be back on the ballot in no time.
Cherokee Bear for 2. We need to nominate the ghost of Jesse Helms. Oh God. But I gotta find that Montana Secretary.
Speaking of Minnesota, speaking of which, did y'all see that Minnesota stuff where one of the candidates got labeled as the wrong party?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so Montana Secretary of State left Kamala Harris off of digital ballots.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta love it. They kicked her off the ballot in Montana. No one knew about it. 5D chess.
Yeah, this is a threat to democracy. It totally means that John Tester's gonna win.
Can we just all say Tester's done? Can we just all say that by now? He can't. He's not gonna win. He's gonna lose by 15 at this rate. He's gonna get crushed.
No, he's gonna win.
Thank you. But yeah. So you guys think how much you guys think he wins by right now?
I think he wins by like, I don't know, probably about as much as Cruz at this point. Maybe more than that, actually.
I think wins by.
Yeah, I think Montana Senate is borderline likely Republican. I still have it as lean due to caution, but I mean Tester is actually pretty much done.
He's getting crushed.
Yeah,
I think Moreno will win. As I've always said, even though active vote sucks, the race is getting polarized. Trump's going to win Ohio by I think 10 or 11. I think Brown loses. And West Virginia is an auto flip. So yeah.
Yeah, so I think with Tester in Montana, his problem is, for starters, the polling's getting real bad for him now. It's getting, and secondly, those undecideds are Republicans. Those are Trump voters. That's your other problem. How are you going to win those people over? You can't.
Gee, I wonder why Tester's claiming to be MAGA now.
Yeah, it's just, I knew it. Listen, if a Democrat starts running that, and watch Sherrod Brown, if he starts saying, I'm the MAGA candidate, I'm the pro-Trump candidate.
I work with Donald Trump, and I stood up to Joe Biden.
He's freaking done. Every time they do that.
Right.
I
wonder if Stein's going to start doing that.
If Stein starts doing that.
Well, yeah, because now that he's getting Republican votes, he's probably just going to be like, I'm going to work. I'm going to work with Donald.
Kamala Harris campaign has placed new national ad spending on the Weather Channel for September 21st through 30th. Comes as potential Hurricane Helene developments in the Caribbean.
What? Are you serious?
Caribbean. What's going on now?
She's using the Weather Channel. Okay. I don't care. That's just insane. What the hell?
What's going on in the Caribbean? What the hell?
So you're telling me that she's going to use a natural disaster to her advantage?
Well, I mean, she is a natural disaster. No, she's not a natural disaster.
No. Like, you're basically saying that people will be watching the Weather Channel for like updates on that stuff because people live there and stuff. You're telling me they're going to hear, Harris for president, climate change.
Hey, what's up, Luke?
Oh, hey, Luke's here.
I just fucking said work.
Is it working? Is it working now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Yeah, I went down to my basement and to get this leftover Chinese that I'm having for lunch. So I guess that must have cut out my audio or something.
Leftover Chinese in your basement.
It's in the fridge. We didn't have enough room on the upstairs fridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just saw you just had like a pile down there somewhere.
Yeah, it's so true. No, but I was saying, are they trying to with the new hurricane? They're gonna say it's climate change. Is that their new thing?
I don't know. Who freaking knows at this point.
That's crazy.
All right.
No, but did Rasmussen release their Pennsylvania poll yet?
They're releasing it, I think, either later tonight or tomorrow.
Oh. Also, when's Morning Compost coming out? Because I heard they're doing a national poll.
Oh god, that's gonna be bad. It's been like Harris.
Yeah, I know. No, because their last one was Harris plus 6, so I'm actually seeing if it goes more.
Well, with how the polls have looked today for her, it might swing towards Trump. I don't know, but
Harris plus like 5 or something. I don't know.
They're on their way. Compost is on their way to becoming the next big village. So
listen, more. I'm curious to see how which, by the way, the scorecard. Go follow America First Insight on Twitter, by the way, for those that don't know.
Yeah, he's a W account. Follow him.
Well, I mean, I helped make the scorecard. But point is, I mean, like I'm just being honest. I helped make the Pulsar scorecard. That's kind of my creation, technically. But point is, I'm just being honest. That's what it is. But the point is, go check out the scorecard because don't quote 538 scorecard. Morning, New York Times is the best pollster ever. No, they're not. They're like a D+.
Hey guys, I think we got some breaking news. Let me see if I can find it here.
Wait, what? We got breaking news? Hold up. Whoa, wait, what?
Oh, we have breaking news. It's actually about the Pope.
Wait, what?
The Pope has canceled his audiences due to slight illness days before a new trip. Some flu-like stuff.
Okay. I thought it was something. Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean the Pope is in his late 80s, so when he's sick like that, it's kind of serious. So
Yikes.
I guess.
Hopefully he's fine. Hopefully he's fine.
I got class in a few minutes, so I gotta go.
All right, see you later, Texan. Tyler T for 5. Never let a crisis go to waste. Saul Alinsky, this is the commie playbook. Pope is no, the Pope's fine. It just sounds like he's a little bit sick right now. Okay, I thought it was a lot worse than that, but all right. All right. If anyone, I think we're doing last call to super chats, folks. If anyone got more questions, concerns, comments, or any more super chats, begin sending them now. Last calls for super chats.
To clear stuff up. Yeah, just to clear stuff up for the feds watching this stream. I do not actually have Chinese people in my basement. Okay, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Just don't send the cops to my house, please. Please stop.
Rap is #1 Pope Francis fan. Well, I'm a Catholic. What do you expect? I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but yeah. Let's see here. How good is the RCP scorecard? It's a good indicator, but it doesn't really tell you like how good they really are in reality. They just tell you, oh yeah, this poll's like off by 5 points. Not what's their grade. So go follow America First Insight on Twitter. We have an update plan for the scorecard. We want to have and so I can't really say who brought this up, but we're working on a new part of the scorecard that adds swing state grades. So for example, if a pollster like, I don't know, Morning Consult, like what's their grade for swing states? Then that's what we're gonna add next. So people can see like, okay, are they good for swing state polls, or are they garbage? But all right, I think that's about it, folks. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Any last thoughts, anyone?
No.
Shirley.
I don't.
Okay. F-. Yeah, I think New York Times is like a D or something. And people are not gonna be happy when they realize what Seltzer really gets. I mean, people give Seltzer a lot of credit. In reality, not as good as I thought.
Just their last poll. It's just their last poll.
It's her last
and it's
poll.
only in Iowa because her other state polls suck.
Yeah, I do
so
not.
So it's literally
listen.
only Iowa.
We gave her a C, and that's gonna piss some people off when they eventually find that out. But I mean, hey, that's her score.
Well, it depends.
It's a C.
If you're talking about the Seltzer final poll, it's an A+. But any other poll, it's like, yeah.
Well, and this is my problem. Like, well, we actually grade on Curve where it's like, if you release a poll the day before election day, that's bullshit. You're hurting. Like, no. If it's like a week before election day, that's a little bit different. But like, what Seltzer does is her polls suck until the very last second. So I mean, that's ridiculous. That's how we grade it. There's a little bit of a curve to it. Obviously, a poll in the beginning of September weighs less than a poll from late October, but like, if you're releasing polls a day before election day, that's bullshit. Because you could just say, well, you heard it. That's all you did. But, yeah. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see me in. Godspeed to all of you.